Hi guys, Michelle Jones here, very unfiltered. I thought I'd just come on live instead of the usual 2 p.m. live because it can't be more real than this. This is me walking back after my Pilates mat workout, which always pushes me big time. And I think what I wanted to share, let me just make sure that my volume is up here. What I wanted to share is, when you do make the decision to, prioritize your health, sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes it's easy to say yes, especially during the times that you're creating your resolutions, your promises to yourself. And then it's also easy to create all the excuses. And what I just wanted to say to that is, usually what scares you the most is the one that will work the best. The fact that you've thought about it, the fact that you've taken it into account means that it is something that your heart believes in, and being true to yourself and giving it a chance to work is actually the best thing that you can do. And there's nothing truly in life that's easy. I mean, if you think about it, when we were born, we had to learn how to walk, and that wasn't easy. We would fall, and some kids would hit their heads. I mean, I can't remember if I hit my head when I was trying to walk, but I've got kids and I've got grandkids, and I've seen how they learned how to walk. And it's not easy. As parents, as grandparents, we get so scared when they try to walk, but we get really excited that they're pushing themselves to actually walk. And that's the same thing with anything that you are fearful of doing. Just do it. Just push through. And once you succeed in your goal, then it was worth all that fear, that stress, that worry, and sometimes the pain. Actually, in this case, every time I go there, there's pain. And give yourself that. Give yourself that pat on the back. Give yourself that acknowledgement that, yes, you've done really well. And trust in yourself. Trust in what you're able to do. Trust in the process. Trust in the professionals as well that you're listening to and you're following, because they do know what they're doing. I mean, mind you got to make sure that they do have the credentials, right? But if they do have the credentials, they do know what they're doing, and they see that you can do and succeed in those tasks. So trust in them. It may be difficult. You may have mornings where you wake up and you go, oh, fuck, I can't do this. Or you may have all that reason to not go. But if you push through and push ahead, you will always see the results in the end. So this is just my third week since January started into my exercise program. And really, every different set of exercise gives a different set of muscles workout. Gives me a lot of pain. And I mean, this whole walking thing, uphill and downhill, depending on whether I'm going to or from the studio, it's a workout that I didn't do myself before. I would actually walk up and down the hill with my husband when we were with our dog, and that's a totally different workout as well. When you do things on your own, you also allow yourself to just detox your mind. You allow yourself to see other things, open your eyes to other things. As I said before, what I love about all these walks is all the herbs that I see, all the new plants that I've noticed that I didn't see before. And you remember the stuff that you love, and you remember the reason you do things. And sometimes if you're just stuck in your office and you're doing your tasks, and oh my gosh, I've had many moments, many months and weeks of that as well, where you're trying to get a project happening and you don't have time for yourself, and you only are focused on your work, that you actually don't see anything around you except for that monitor, the computer monitor in front of you, the pen and paper that's in front of you. And that actually limits what your mind can do, limits what your focus is, limits what your imagination can create. So getting out, looking at the wider picture, looking at what's around you, giving yourself a new experience, trying something new and sticking to it actually gives you a better perspective, allows your mind to think better, gives you a clearer mind, helps you relax, detoxes your whole system. And so, next time you want to have an excuse to continue on with your project, with your goal, with something for yourself, with your exercise, think again. You've thought about it. That means it's good for you. So just push through. Hope you guys found that helpful, enlightening. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know. Have a great day.